Customer is looking to redo the front entryway. They're going to be replacing their steps, walkway, and putting in a patio on the side here. All right, so we'll start at the front. First of all, we're going to be replacing these steps here at the sidewalk. She doesn't really like the look of the runners, so instead of having them with the landing in the front, we're going to pull them forward so that they're flush with the current sidewalk. They are, if you add it all up together for the risers, it's currently at 8 inches. So we're actually going to bid it as 2 5-foot steps and adjust with the walkway. The walkway is currently, in the grade, or below grade rather. So we'll put 2 5-inch steps here, and then put the sidewalk in accordingly, and just use some dirt to marry up to the correct height. Okay. So the risers are going to be made out of Fond du Lac and dolomite, and the treads are going to be limestone. Now for the walkway here, as you can see, we have a curving along here. This is going to be made out of bluestone. I showed her the picture of the job we did over on Russell. I can't think of her name right offhand. Peterson. What? Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. It's in our portfolio. Anyway, she liked the look of the limestone with the bluestone behind it, and then we had Fond du Lac and dolomite risers as well over there. Now, as you can see right here, we're at 4 feet wide right here, but just about halfway through it starts to flare pretty quick. So when it gets out to the full width of the step, which is 7 feet 7 inches, I believe is what I have written down, coming up here. 7 feet 7 inches. So it's not a fast flare. It's a much more gradual flare coming into here. All right, so the steps are going to, she wants a bid to have us veneer the steps using Fond du Lac and dolomite. As you can see, she's got dolomite on her house here, so just trying to incorporate it in here. So Fond du Lac and dolomite, and we're going to use limestone treads. Now, her threshold is about 1.5 inches, so we're going to need to use 1.5 inch limestone treads on here. To make it fit. Fortunately, her threshold piece of wood right here is 1.5 inches, but then she's got another threshold that's on top of it. So we just need to be at this height to make it work. All right, so we've got the step once again. So this is going to be veneered. Now she wants a couple options for it. The first option is to to veneer over it and to do it as it is. We're getting rid of the railings. She understands that she's in charge of all that. The second way is to actually to put buttresses on this. She liked the look of having the first tread wrap in front of the 2 buttresses. So we'll bid it. The second bid will include a front wrap, and then just do a single tiered buttress that's, we'll say, 10 inches higher than the landing for now. We can adjust that to whatever it might be. There is 14 inches next to the house over that goes beyond the step. So it leaves us room for the outside course to be wall stone, but that inside course is going to have to be sitting partially on the step. So it will be a little bit more difficult to cut those in place to get an 18-inch buttress in here, but that's the best way that I can see how at this point. So so we'd have to dig over to the side, dowel into it, do a brick ledge so that way it's sitting on it for the second option. All right, and then the third thing, the next thing that they want done is a small patio over in this area right here. We're going to keep a lot of these plantings here. The patio is going to start, the back of the patio actually is going to be at the second, right here in the front of the third riser. And it's going to come across here and then partially follow this black line, but the black edging goes in pretty harsh. We're going to actually straighten it out, coming in front of these plants right here, and it's going to come straight parallel with the house, and then curve over here, and then have the option for a sitting wall out on the front corner over here. In the let's see, that would be the southwest corner of it. So we'll give that as options as well. The sitting wall will be made out of Fond du Lac and Dolomite, and then the cap will be bluestone on that. So I think that's everything. We're a couple houses down. I don't know if you can see. Hillmeyer is, you see the blue umbrella. I don't know if I can even zoom in. He's over there. So she really liked the look of that, which is where we started from. So yeah, otherwise decent access. Chomping at the bit. Hard to say if it's going to be too much for them or not.